Hello, hello. Welcome to another video. Uh, yeah, I heard about it. I heard about it. I heard about two Democratic congressmen in Tennessee who were booted out of the state House of Representatives, wherever it's called, for standing up and wanting to bring in gun control to keep children from being shot up and killed at schools. I heard about it and it was just the most disgusting thing I have ever heard. I saw it, it was just plain wrong. And it was. It was wrong. You know, all because a bunch of conservative politicians in that state house drove these two Democratic young black men, statesmen, out of the state house in Tennessee. Yeah, I also heard these conservative politicians. One was a child molester. The other peed on a seat in the state house chamber. And the other was questioned for something. I really don't know. See what I can think of. Let's see. Think of. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and one congressman pulled someone's pulled down. I mean, one congressman pulled down the pants of a coach at some softball game or some sporting game or whatnot at some school. So these conservative congressmen who were white, they didn't get booted out of the chamber for the things that they did, but two black Democratic young black men congressmen were booted out because they were talking and standing up for the safety of innocent children for being shot up by mass shooters at that school or any school in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, that came off the cuffs of the transgender mass shooter Audrey something, who went into a school and just shot and killed some teachers, a custodian, janitor, and children, like three of them. One child was the daughter of a church pastor. So yeah, yeah. These conservatives here in the U.S., they're just standing in the way of things that are for the greater good for people. Human rights, aka the safety of children, teenagers, adults, older adults, majority regular, normal, everyday people. These people don't have this. They don't have the safety. And the United States is basically a country where people care more about guns than the safety of people, the American people. So, and bringing in gun control and having the country safe shouldn't be political at all. At all. Yeah, in the UK, after that mass shooting in 1996, I mean, conservative and liberal people came together and passed gun control, and the UK hasn't had a mass shooting ever since. So yeah, anyway, let me get off of this and talk about what I really want to talk about in this video. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yeah, I have to pause the camera. It looks like I'm continuing to talk, but I paused the camera because there was a guy in a maintenance truck. He's cleaning up this roadside picnic area park, which I'm at. I just pulled off the main highway, Autobahn, auto route. Yeah, I pulled off the main roadway to pull into here and do a video. Decided to go for a ride today. It's a Saturday, and it's cloudy, and it's been cold. It was cold yesterday. Like, I was freezing to death. I had to turn on the heater at my house to keep warm. Well, anyway, let me see if I can do this video. If that guy comes back, he left a big bag of trash near a trash can. That's near a sign that tells people not to litter. Well, here he comes right now, so let me go ahead and pause. Alright, the guy's gone now, so yeah, he went and put a new trash bag in the trash can next to me after he pulled out a huge bag of garbage. So yeah, yes, not like in France where garbage collectors just let garbage just pile up in the streets and cities all over France. I can't imagine that happening here. Oh my God, like, conservative people will go crazy and just make up stuff, just make up a lot of stuff. Like people stop doing their jobs to strike and protest. Yeah. Well, anyway, back to what I want to talk about in this video. Okay, it's like this. Well, I remember in the past, I had a back and forth conversation with someone from Canada. They've been watching videos on this channel about Canada that I made and posted on this channel. And they sent me a comment telling me this. Why you seem like when I'm getting angry and bashing other Canadians or Canadian women because a Canadian woman stood me up. And you shouldn't be saying all those things because one day you might marry a Canadian woman. One day I might marry a Canadian woman. Well, to be honest, I have no interest in marrying a Canadian woman. Like, I'm not that good at talking to women, I'm not much of a people person, but I'm trying to change that and be more of a people person and learn how to treat women right and learn how to talk to women. You know, I want to add this in. Me living in Texas, I find it kind of weird that a woman opening the door for a man, which is kind of backwards and weird. Like, the man should be opening a door for a woman. A man should open a door for a woman. A woman shouldn't open the door for a man because that's kind of weird. That just happened to me, and yeah, at a convenience store slash gas station. I didn't pay this woman any attention. She said something to me. She said this to me, "Sir, I just want to open the door for you," or something like that. It started, when after I cleaned the windshield or windscreen on my car, and yeah, and after I got done, I pulled my car away from the gas pumps where I was cleaning the windshield at on my car, parked my car in some parking spaces in front of the convenience store. I got out because I had to go to the bathroom. So I got out and went to the other door and got in, and she said this, "Sir, I just want to open the door for you." And then she said something else to someone else. "Well, I'll open the door for you." I didn't pay her any attention. I didn't care. All I cared about was going to the bathroom, and I didn't want to talk to her over some stupid, weird shit like that. Excuse my language, trying to stop swearing. I'm trying to stop using profanity language. Well, anyway, back to this Canadian who was commenting on one of the videos on this channel, saying that I shouldn't be bashing Canadian women and other Canadians because one day I might marry a Canadian woman. I'm just gonna say this. I look at women in Canada, and yeah, some of the women in Canada they're gorgeous, they're beautiful. The women in British Columbia. I don't know about women in other provinces in Canada. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Canadian women. You got First Nation indigenous women. You got white women. You got black women. You got all types of women from, different ethnicity, race, ancestry of where they came from. Yeah, as I see it, I've been watching YouTube videos of women in Canada in the past, and I didn't like what I see, You got a woman named Chanty Biggs who lives in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and she was this so-called super angry feminist with bright red hair, and she wore glasses, and she was fat, and she was talking about patriarchy, and her and her band of misfits pulled a fire alarm to disrupt a male seminar at the University of Toronto. Then you got a woman who was bashing a man who was sad because his friend committed suicide, and this woman was calling this man a piece of shit and just wailing on this guy. Then you got a woman who tried to create what was this a petition. A woman who tried to create a petition to keep Rouge V out of Canada because Rouge V has some, it has some extreme views that, mangina, white knight, Captain Save a Hole, sissified men, and super radical feminist women didn't appreciate. Yeah, so I don't know. I have no interest in being in a relationship with a woman. A boyfriend girlfriend relationship with a woman from Canada, or let alone marrying a woman from Canada. I don't know, because in order for me to meet a woman in Canada, I have to like leave the U.S. or and travel to Canada, or I might run into a Canadian woman here in the States. So yeah, uh, I don't know. Women in Canada, Canadian women, to me, they're kind of questionable to me. And they are. Yeah, they're kind of similar to American women, but yeah, just I don't know. I just have no interest in you know, going after Canadian women, for love, companionship, you know, a female who loves me, who cares about me, you know. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it just isn't in the cards for me to be in a relationship with a Canadian woman. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know, really. Yeah. It's just not in me to be into a relationship with a Canadian woman. Yeah, I don't know. I just wonder if there are any Canadian women of Cherokee Indian descent, living in, I say, the province of British Columbia, BC. Who live in Victoria, Vancouver, Nanaimo, Abbotsford, Chilliwack, New Westminster. I'm just curious. Yeah, but there's a problem, with me meeting a Canadian woman in Canada. It's this ice barrier, the antisocialness, the ice coldness that exists up there, you know. Because, I think I've been around some, Canadian people. I remember I went to school, here in Texas. I'm not gonna tell you what school I went to. Some Canadian girl took a liking of me. Then when I sit next to her and try to talk to her, she just wasn't interested in me. She wasn't interested in talking to me. All she cared about wanted me to draw a picture for her, and that's about it. Yeah, then I stuck a dirty note in her locker, and she read it, and it kind of upset her. She started crying, and then she got away from me. She ran away from me when I tried to like walk next to her. She walked away from me. She didn't want to have anything to do with me. Yeah, I guess she think I was gonna, do what I wanted to do with her in that note. And I was like a crazy punk kid with out of control hormones. I was a teenager, but I grew out of that, and I'm different now. That's just one of the reasons why that I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know how to treat them. But I'm learning. I'll learn. Deep down inside, I got a soft spot for women. and I do. And I made a video on this channel about why why I never met why I never had a girlfriend. Yeah, I think I'm talking about the same thing in this video, but it's probably different. I don't know. But I'm basically talking about addressing someone from Canada telling me I shouldn't be like bashing other Canadians and Canadian women because a Canadian woman stood me up and said I should be grateful because one day I might marry a Canadian woman. And I told this person, well, I'm not interested in marrying a Canadian woman. You know, I just don't know. You know, Canadian women. Canadian women. You know, they're just odd to me. They'll probably like keep me from, I don't know, they try to keep me from seeing my parents, you know anything, anything, but I'm not making this video to bash Canadian women. They're just questionable to me, and they are. But, I'm not gonna go in and marry a Canadian woman. I'm just gonna if I run into one, I'll talk to her and get to know her, see what kind of person she is. If she's kind of odd and just out there and do weird stuff, I'm going to give her the heave hove and just move on. That's what I'm going to do. So, that's all I want to say in this video. I'm at this park. This place is huge. I did some videos in the past here, and I have. This place still looks amazing as it did a while back when I was making videos here, while I was a newbie, a young, fresh goofball who just created a YouTube channel. So yeah, it's really nice here, if I can't go overseas, this is the next best thing. Just come here and just enjoy it. So that's all I gotta say in this video. And before I end this video, I'll just show all of you how nice this park is. So yeah, all right. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, just leave a like. If you dislike the video, dislike. Leave your comments. No negative comments, no weird comments. If they're negative and weird, I'm not going to respond to them. But, if it's something that's stupid and, I don't agree with you, I'm going to comment on that. And, if you're new to this channel, if you like the content on this channel, hit that subscribe button. Alright, let me get out of here and say so long to this, from this nice, gigantic picnic area that's basically in the woods. Lots of trees, grass, picnic tables, trash cans. Alright, I'm out of here. Cheers and au revoir. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this park. Is it nice? Leave your comments. Alright, enough of this. Let me end this. Thank you for watching. So long.